Today I'm looking at 13 of the best free VST plugins, and I'll be doing audio tests of each of them. I recorded this video in April of 2020, and these are just some of the best free VST plugins available at the moment. There are more, but I really wanted to do audio tests in this video, and if I were to do all of the best free VST plugins out there, plus audio tests, it would be one very long video. So I will be following it up with more videos in the best free VST plugin series. I'm Zane from audiotechtv.com, and on this channel I do weekly audio tech tips, tutorials, and reviews to help you conquer the tech and unleash your creativity. And just so you know, this list is in no particular order, and I've also included links and time codes to all of the plugins mentioned in this video. You can find that in the description. Now, first up on the list of the best free VST plugins available in 2020 is OrilRiver Reverb by Denis Tianov. OrilRiver is an algorithmic reverb that simulates the reverberation of a small room and a great hall. The interface on this one is very well laid out and easy to use. You get 12 variations of the early reflections, 3 variations of the reverb tail, and a 3-band equalizer for the wet signal, which helps to create different shades of the virtual space. OrilRiver is available on Mac and Windows systems. Second on the list is Collab3 from Sampleson. Collab B3 is a detailed reproduction of the Hammond B3 tone wheel organ, including noises, clicks, leakage, rotary speaker, and tone wheel. Also, onboard chorus and reverb effects are included. You can use it as a plugin or as a standalone instrument. It's available on Mac, Windows, and Linux. Third up is Coffee the Pun by Acoustica Audio. This is a free Pultec style EQ and preamp plugin. Coffee the Pun is comprised of a 2-band equalizer combining a passive bass equalizer, an active treble section, and a germanium-based preamp. The sound is described as warm and sweet like you would expect from vintage gear. It can shine on vocals, drums, especially snare drum or the whole drum bus, bass, acoustic guitars, and pianos. It's available on Windows and Mac. You must install it through the free Aquarius Assistant program. Fourth on the list is Loopcloud Drums. You can choose from an almost endless amount of drum kits, all curated by experts. Use drums, percussion sounds, and one-shots. You can also sequence patterns and mix in effects, all within the user-friendly interface. Loopcloud Drums has so much variety it could be the only drum plugin you need. It's available for Mac and Windows users. The link is in the description. Now, before I get to the fifth one, I just want to ask if you're enjoying this best free VST plugin list so far, can you please give it a thumbs up? It really helps me out and I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Now, fifth on the list is iZotope Vinyl. This plugin simulates the dust, scratches, warp, and mechanical noise from a classic record player, and you can control each element independently. They call this the ultimate lo-fi weapon. iZotope vinyl is available on Mac and Windows. The sixth plugin is Cherry Audio Voltage Nucleus. This is the ultimate introduction to modular synthesis. It includes a collection of 22 modules and 130 presets. You get all the fundamentals of subtractive analog synthesis, including oscillators, filters, envelope generators, amplifiers, and mixers, plus a sequencer, arpeggiator, and a full suite of useful utility and effects modules. With Voltage Nucleus, you can discover new sounds by patching modules together in new and endlessly creative ways. It's available for Mac and Windows, and I'm not sure if it's exclusively for free on Plugin Boutique, but that's where I've seen it for free. I've included the link in the description. The seventh plugin on the best free VST plugin list of 2020 is Melda Audio MCompressor. I really like the interface of this compressor, and it has some great presets that give you a good starting point for various types of tracks. In the free version, you can't save your own presets, but most DAW software has a built-in preset saving feature, so it's not a big problem. You can get Melda Audio MCompressor on Mac and Windows. Eighth on the list is more of a collection of plugins. This is Spitfire Audio Labs, which is actually a collection of over 15 high-quality instrument plugins. They're great for film scoring or for adding some real-world instrument sounds to your projects. If you do film scoring or plan on it, these are a must. But of course you can use them in many other situations too. You can get Spitfire Audio Labs on both Windows and Mac. Ninth on the list of best free VST plugins in 2020 is NADIR from Ignite Amps. This is a cabinet simulator where you can add dual IRs for guitar or bass amps. It comes with some studio quality cab impulse responses and presets. It also doesn't use a lot of CPU power. You can get it on Mac and Windows. Next up at number 10 is Power Drumkit 2. This is a free drum plugin offering the high-quality sounds of a realistic drum kit. All the samples have been specially recorded and processed to make them ideally suited for use in pop, rock, and metal productions. You even get some great grooves with Power Drumkit 2, so you can get started making music right away. I use this plugin all the time, and with a tiny bit of work, you can get some very pro sounds out of it. You can get Power Drumkit 2 on Windows, Mac, and Linux. At number 11 is one of my favorite EQ plugins. This is Slick EQ from Tokyo Dawn Labs. This is a very easy to use and great sounding EQ plugin that can be used in pretty much any situation. I personally use this all the time. In my opinion, Slick EQ should be in everyone's plugin library. You can get it on both Windows and Mac. Up next at number 12 is Synthmaster Player Free. This is a simplified version of the very popular Synthmaster plugin, but it has limited editing capabilities. It's targeted towards the users who prefer to use presets rather than designing their own sounds. This free version comes with 500 factory presets. It's a great sounding synth and worth a download for sure. You can get Synthmaster Player Free on both Windows and Mac. It can be a little tricky to find the free version, but I've linked to it in the description. Next up is Ohmforce Symptohm Melohman PE, which is an easy-to-use synth plugin that has very few knobs to turn, but it does include over 1,200 presets that will give you the same sounds as the premium paid-for version of this synth. Add some variety to your synth library and get Ohmforce Symptohm Melohman PE. It's available on Windows and Mac. Check out some of the best free music production software by clicking here, or click down here to see what YouTube thinks you should watch next. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more of the best free VST plugin videos. Thank you so much for watching. For Simple Green Tech and AudioTechTV.com, I'm Zane. Keep creating, and we'll talk soon.